Welcome back to AM Northwest. A new feature film shot right here in Oregon has its Portland premiere tonight. His Monster is a psychological thriller following a man struggling with alcohol abuse. When his young daughter is mysteriously swept out to sea, he hunts the woods to find what he believes is responsible.
I'm James, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, James.
Take it easy on that drink.
I'll give him nightmares.
Anna! Stay there!
Where is she? This morning, we're joined by the film's writer and director, Erich Cannon, and one of its stars, Ashley Song. Good to have you both with us. Let me start with you, Eric. You wrote this, and I understand it was partly inspired by your relationship with alcohol.
Yes, that's true. I had just come off of getting treatment for that. Just this month, I'm actually celebrating 6 years
That's
of being
great.
alcohol-free.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so thank you,
Awesome.
thank you. It's a good time for this film to get released.
Yeah.
As I'm going out on the road, I've been touring it to different movie theaters and celebrating my sobriety and getting really great reaction from it.
That's fantastic. So it's also dealing with your grief that you had to deal with during your alcoholism, right?
Well, the grief in the story is more of an allegory, but it's something that we all kind of deal with.
Sure.
You know, the sense of loss, and sometimes it's not just death, but just loss of something in our own lives. Perhaps it's a sense of childhood or a job or challenges like that, you know, and what is it that we're using to sort of numb those feelings instead of dealing with them head on.
Ashley, tell me about your character. You play the wife to James, the main character here, and she has a lot to deal with. I mean, spouses of alcoholics deal with so much, right? Like they're the ones carrying on when they've really essentially she's lost her husband to addiction.
Yeah.
And then her daughter.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think it's a really hard thing for someone to be in a relationship with someone that they love. I mean, Su-Yeong really loves James.
Right.
But, you know, this monster, allegorical or otherwise, is something that they both have to contend with. And I think it's really hard when you're the partner of someone like that to make the decisions that you have to make to distance yourself from that and move on. And I think in the case of the film, if you see it, you know, you'll get to see her character arc and her journey with that. And the moments in which maybe it was too late or too little too late, and you know, stuff that people definitely deal with when in relationship to addicts.
To addicts, absolutely. You shot all of this in Oregon.
Yeah.
You saw some great shots right there already. So
Right.
tell me about some of the challenges and where you shot.
Some of the challenges being just that it rained the entire time, and that's a little hard.
This is Oregon, Eric.
Yeah,
this
I know.
is. Yeah.
But it looks so good on camera.
Yeah.
So, and
It gives that eerie kind of smoky feeling.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I wanted that because I'm such a big fan of the X-Files, and that was filmed up in Vancouver. That Northwest backdrop is perfect for a film like this. And we were out in Mount Hood, out in Astoria, and parts of Portland that we also filmed in. The forest areas are just so great for the camera.
So what stands out to you? You said the rain was a challenge, but then you've got to wait out the rain? Is that what you have to do?
Well, no, we have to just shoot in the rain.
Shoot in the rain.
You know, no matter what the weather is. In fact, we had one day where it was snowing all day, and that was not planned, but then we worked it into what we were shooting, and it works out into the story. And I even found old footage of snow in Astoria that I was able to work into the movie, because it doesn't snow that often in Astoria, but it looks so good on camera. So I was fine with that challenge.
Awesome. You live here in the Northwest, right? You live in Portland.
Yeah.
I've seen you on stage at Portland Center Stage in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. You were incredible, by the way. Absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
And so tell me, have you always wanted to be an actor since you were a child?
I think so. I was actually a classically trained pianist.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I did first when it came to performance, and then I got into acting in high school. And when it was time to go to university, it was expected that I would go to med school or something like that, because I was very scholastically minded. I was top of my class, and I decided to go to NYU to study acting instead. I went there on scholarship, and much to my parents' disappointment. But I was the first person in my family to go to college, so I think that they expected me to do something different. But then I lived in New York, and I was working there for about a decade before moving out here and continuing to work as an actor here.
When you did this character, did you kind of think about your mom and what she may have gone through in some challenges, or no?
It's such an interesting question because I myself do not have children. I am the oldest of 3, so I think there is a little bit that comes with like the eldest daughter.
No, I totally get that.
Yeah, you know, and I definitely like took part in like caretaking for my younger siblings growing up. But I think it was just really easy for me to put myself into the shoes of someone who lost a child or was like fearful for the loss of their child, even though I don't have the firsthand experience.
Right.
I know so many mothers, and of course my mother too, who that's just the most devastating thing that could possibly happen
Here's
to them.
a cute picture of your mom and you.
Oh my gosh!
So cute.
My mom and I have a really special connection. Thank you so much for pulling that up. Yeah, she's an incredible human, and I think like, oh my gosh, yeah. Well, as the oldest, like it just means a lot for me to have that connection with her still, and yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I wanted to get into talking about the monster being a redhead, but we'll have to hold off on that. But we want to talk about your premiere tonight, right? So tell me, it's tonight at 7 o'clock at the Tomorrow Theater.
Yes.
All right, and you guys will do a meet and greet and also question and answer after the premiere?
Yeah. Some cast and crew will be in attendance, and the production designer Andy Hess will be there, who also designed the Tomorrow Theater. So it's a really great place to have the organ premiere.
That's great. I'll put all the information for you on our website at k2.com. I forgot to mention it's already award-winning film. So
That's right.
Apologies
Thank you
for
so
not
much.
bringing that up. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.